Deep in a secluded and remote part of the Yukon Territory lies a giant, remote, and pristine lake where monsters lurk. The draw of the Yukon pulled me back again when I got an invite to join a friend, Ryan McGilvary of Yukon Expedition Sleds, on a long trip into this lake to try to tangle with some genuine Yukon monster lake trout. And so, in late winter, I headed to the Yukon to go on another awesome adventure. This time, it would be a snowmobile supported expedition, and we travel for many, many miles on remote trap trails and past an abandoned World War II airport. We would camp in ice fishing shelters and hot tents and hook into monster wild trout beneath the northern lights. What we found was a true untouched gem of the Canadian North and the best ice fishing I've ever experienced in my life by far. Okay, hello everybody. Here we are in the Yukon. Long drive here from the Whitehorse area, beautiful scenery, and I'm about to jump off. We got Ryan McGilvary and some of his Yukon Expedition Sleds, so we're well outfitted for this trip. We're going into a secret lake. We got our buddy Lee along with us too, and there's rumors that have been told about giant lake trout in this lake, but we got a bit of an expedition to get in there. We got a river we got to cross, not too sure what the conditions are going to be, and we're going to be fighting against darkness, so decent chance you see us showing up at night, but I think we got just about the best outfit to tackle whatever comes our way. So here we go.
The planes over to Russia, then they would fly them from wherever, from down south, work their way through Whitehorse, here, Anchorage, and then across over to Russia.
So when would this have been operational?
40s, you know, 40, I think it was up to like in the mid 50s or something like that.
World War II thing, eh?
Yeah.
Isn't that wild to think there's a fucking airport here and like a bunch of people in and out here? Too much methane in this to freeze almost, it smells like, eh? It smells like a swamp. Okay, well, we just crossed a very large braided section of river, little kind of bridge just out of logs there at the end, and really pretty coming through here. It's taken us about 2 hours to get this far, so we're thinking it might be another 2 hours to get to our destination, so not looking like we'll get there when it's bright out, but been a beautiful ride, not particularly cold, about 8 degrees below zero right now, which is about as good as you can expect, so beautiful day, and if we get there after dark, so be it. That's what happens. Well, we made it into the lake. It was a long ride, man. Maybe 4 hours or something like that. Pitch black. Well, still a little light in the sky. And we're gonna go find a place to set up. We have a big pop-up ice fishing hut, so we might just set that up and night fish for Burbot, and then we could just sleep in that with a little propane heater, and then we'll set up the Arctic oven. Looking forward to showing you this tent we have. It's pretty cool. If you're not familiar with it, it's pretty awesome. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna cruise along the lake here, catch up with these guys, and watch out for overflow, and hopefully find a spot before it's absolutely pitch black. I doubt it though. Awesome ride in though. Where do you want the tank, Lee?
Right over there by
So cots are in the big one, right?
What's that?
Cots are in the big one?
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, I am tucked into bed. Really cool. We finally got to the lake we were headed for. It was dark, and tried to find a place that was deep enough to fish. Eventually found a spot after it got a lot colder once the sun went down, and we set up this awesome pop-up shelter and basically set up on top of the holes. Did a little bit of fishing, just kind of got camp set up, watched a great Northern Lights display, and we're pretty beat. Long 12-hour day to get into where we were, and with everything on top of that. So looking forward to a good night's sleep, and hopefully tomorrow we can land some fish. There's burbot in here, there's giant lakers, pike too apparently, so can't imagine that we're not going to catch something that's worth writing home about. So anyways, night, and tomorrow's another day.
There's one benefit to having the oven set up.
Yeah, it's kind of lean back, yeah.
Chilly one out here this morning, right?
Yeah.
Chillier anyways on the hands. Probably about like 15 maybe. Well, good morning. It is morning of our second day here. We made it all the way in last night. Solid 3 or 4 hour ride. When we got to the lake we were going to get to, we had to travel a good little distance across the lake to get to a spot that we thought there'd be fish, and we set up this ice fishing pop-up shelter, and that's where we slept. I've never spent a night sleeping in a pop-up shelter. We did a little bit of night fishing, just jigging, and actually saw some fish come in on the sonar, which is exciting. But it is the next day. Looks like a little cloud cover, but looks like a nice day, no wind. We'll see how that goes, and yeah, we're gonna get a line down there and see if we can't catch a fish.
You're doing something.
You got it?
No, not yet, but
This is what we're using for heat. You gotta make sure it's supposed to shut off if the carbon monoxide levels get too high, but we just open all the vents in here. There's all these vents inside this thing. Okay, we got some breakfast burritos going on over here.
Here it comes, big one, big one, big one. He's coming for it, he's coming for it. Get ready. Watch the screen, watch the screen. This is a good one. That's a good one. That's a very good fish.
We're just seeing here on the sonar that we got a fish.
He's 30 inches anyways.
We got a big, oh, there it is.
Wheel. Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Hooked into a nice one here.
Okay.
Ladies and germs.
Go.
Oh.
You really have to lock with your finger and get them in there.
Oh man.
Because they get off easy with these barbless hooks.
It's because it's barbless, eh?
Yeah. You really have to set in real quick.
That's devastating. So you're using one of these Yukon Lunker jig heads, eh? Or sorry, tube jigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta pinch the barbs and be good to go. It's a Williams whitefish.
Yeah.
And I got 30-pound fluorocarbon down below it.
As a leader.
So the idea is this flashes around and attracts the fish, and then they come and bite the tube jig. It's some kind of hair jig, thingamajigger. 2-ounce jig head. Yeah.
Here's a little tip. Just hitting this white tube jig with a UV light. And this is a glowing tube jig. And this just gets the glow amperage pumping.
Oh, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Here he comes. Really gets your drag. Just, yeah. Come on. Roll. Yes. Good job. You got it.
All right, fish on here. Dude, this is huge.
That's a big fish, yeah.
This is big.
Loosen off your drag just a little bit.
Loosen it?
Your drag on the bottom. Pull up and reel down. Oh yeah, that's a good one, buddy. Look at him go, he's making a run for it.
I can tell it's just freaking.
Woohoo! Oh, he's right there. Oh, I'm gonna get his nose up the hole.
For a big run.
Oh, he's still there. Come on, nose, get up here.
He's hitting the
He's
thing.
hitting the ice, yeah. His head might be too big. Oh no, we're good. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Good Jim.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Woo. Yeah.
Hey Lee, come check this out.
Look at that. That is a beauty. What a fight.
Okay, let's see here, Jim.
We're gonna have to let this big boy go, but that's the kind of stuff we come for. And there's bigger ones in this lake too.
We got this on a Big Sky tube jig.
Big Sky tube jig, just crushing it.
Made up in Whitehorse.
Yeah, awesome lure. So it has been an eventful morning. We got coffee and some breakfast going on outside on the Coleman stove, and we've already landed 2 fish and 2 nice ones as well, and lost one too, so freaking action. When I bring my cameras inside this warm ice fishing hut and then back outside, they get fogged up sometimes, so yeah, that's why you're gonna see a little bit of foggy footage here, but yeah, it's not easy to deal with. So far it's looking good, and after catching what is probably my biggest lake trout through the ice and having a great fight, it's just hard to imagine that there's fish triple the size of that in here. just awesome. So yeah, I'm excited to see what else we can catch. Eating some chimichangas, right? Is that what these are?
Well, what we do on these trips is we distribute the food planning out per day. So today is Lee's day. He handles all the food, all the cooking. And then for the rest of the trip, he gets to relax. And one day, you get to do all the food prep, all the cooking, all the coffee.
I was wondering why Lee was doing so much. I'm like, this guy's so nice.
And then one day, I get to do it. So then we have to each do one day.
You better enjoy it, because I'm not usually this nice.
This is the Holy Grail measuring stick.
Right.
So this here is 39 inches.
Yeah.
Okay. This notch is 26 inches.
Perfect.
So, if the fish is longer than this, you got a big daddy.
Right. Yeah. All right, we got some action here. We got a couple fish on the sonar.
Oh, guys, look, big fish, huge fish coming in. Holy, look at that. That's the big daddy. That's the one we're waiting for, guys. That's our 40-incher right there. Oh, here it comes. That's the biggest one we've seen. See how thick he was?
Yeah.
Jesus, Murphy.
Like a submarine.
Come back. He was coming in from like 30 feet, eh?
Yeah.
So each one of the little rectangles on here is 10 feet.
No, it's 5 feet now.
5 feet, okay.
So, you might not actually, I was thinking it was a 10-foot grid.
Yeah.
But since I changed, it's a 5-foot grid.
Right, so
when it fills up most of a 5-foot grid, you know you're in a big fish.
you got a giant one, yeah.
Oh, he's big. Oh, let him run.
Or he's gonna run me out.
Okay, just use your finger to spool it, to slow it down if you have to. Oh, he's big, man. Oh, I'm worried he's not gonna fit through the hole. This is a 40-inch fish, man. Holy oh. This is towing harder than that 39-inch we caught the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right down at bottom too.
Oh,
We gotta bring it in.
He's almost filling up that 5-foot grid. Oh my God, there's another big one there too. Just saw. Now he's gonna see the hole and he's gonna freak out.
The two-man operation here to get these, to land these big ones. Ryan's trying to keep the line away from the side of the ice so it doesn't wear it.
Oh my God, he's big. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh, go, here we go. Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Oh yeah!
Yes. Yes.
High five, bud.
Okay, can you get a picture?
Got it. There we go. Look at this guy. Absolute beast.
Okay, so he is, he's about 37.
Let's send this guy home. See you later.
There he goes. Bye-bye.
Yes, buddy.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Right on, right on. You nailed it. Okay, so we have had some luck here on the morning of day one with 4 fish landed, 1 dink, 3 nice one, including one that was a freaking beast. Essentially, we're measuring our fish here. We're not weighing them because this is a conservation area. It's a remote area, but the Yukon has done a lot to protect some of these lake trout lakes just to keep them amazing for a long time. So we're fishing with barbless hooks. Let me tell you, man, when you're fishing barbless hooks and you're not used to it, it's a little scarier. I actually lost a big one earlier on because of that, so I learned my lesson. And yeah, it's a 2-man job bringing some of these things through the hole. But there's a lot more fish. We're marking other fish, even some bigger ones cruising by. So just absolutely action-packed. Really fun to be fishing with the sonar as well, because you can just see everything that's kind of happening down there. And I don't know, really gets your heart pumping. So yeah, we're having a great time. Looks like it's a nice day. A little bit overcast, but no wind. Probably sitting around -10, but it's nice and cozy in the ice shelter, and we're probably going to set up another tent today. It was a bit of a pain in the ass because we have to put our cots in, get ready for nighttime, and then pull all that stuff out and then get ready for ice fishing and cook outside and stuff. So we're going to have another tent that's going to be our sleeping, maybe cooking tent if it's cold, and then the ice fishing tent and get things more dialed. But nobody's ready to start doing that right now because the bite is on, baby.
Oh, baby.
All right, you need help?
If you like. He's not huge.
Feels pretty good size, dude.
Just you gotta kind of guide his nose up. So pull the ice out of the hole so you can see, and you'll see his nose. And you'll right when you can get his nose up in the hole, you kind of give it a little tug.
Here we go.
Oh, he's a good fish.
Oh.
If he runs, let him run. Don't force him.
Oh, there you go.
Let him run. Let him run.
Going for another run. Woo! Hell yeah. I haven't really got a proper look at him. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's a fish, bud. I just saw the back half of it. It was gigantic.
Man, these jigs they're made in Whitehorse, Yukon, and man, they're friggin'
Crushing.
incredible.
Well, they're made for this exact where we are, right?
Big sky jigs.
Oh.
Yeah, well, just gentle. He's big. Don't let him. Don't pull. We gotta get him straight in.
He's a good size.
Good on.
He's like about the size of the last one. He's got way more pep in him though, eh?
He does. Here, oh yes. Grab it, go play.
There we go. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna get my down there.
Just them again. Oh yes, there we go.
There we go, fish on.
Woohoo! There we go. Oh, and I lost him again.
Oh my God, what's with this
Let's
fish?
get him again, Lee. Oh my God, these barbless. He's going after yours. Oh, you jigged it out of his face.
Oh man.
Son of a God. He's obsessed with mine for some reason. Oh, come on, you fuck. Oh, he lost him again.
What the
What's happening here? Oh my god, I'm too hot. Can't handle this. Just sweating.
He's cruising off to the left.
Yeah, he'll come back.
How big did it feel?
No, he's the 30 inches.
Yeah. So like the other one, the other two around there?
Like that last one I got.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't get that hook set good on him though.
If you see what's happening there and why we're losing those fish, that's because we're fishing conservation waters here in the Yukon, and it's barbless. So all these hooks have no barbs on them. So it's an extra level of challenge to try to land fish. If you don't keep the perfect amount of pressure on your line at all times, they get off, and even sometimes if they just make the right move, they get off. So Ryan had like a ninja-like fish on 3 times and fighting with it, and got off 3 times. But, you know, we think we're going to catch another one. We just have a sneaking suspicion.
We're going to get another for sure.
We're going to get another one.
Like I usually try to set up off a point or something, you know?
Yeah.
I read online, it said that the better place is tight bays, not points, because lake trout, they're what they do is in the winter they push their bait into shore, and when it's a tight bay, they wait on the outside of the bay. Bait fish swims in. They swim the bait.
So the mouth of a tight bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
Or the side of a point.
Yeah.
Because the side of a point, bait fish will swim by. They'll chase the fish out around the point, push them out into deep water, and they got them.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I've always used to try to fish off the points, and I never had any success.
Yeah.
But all of the big fish, like we had big fish snap our line out there at Kathleen, and it was all in these little tight bays where we were getting them.
Right.
Okay, so we got those 5-foot grid marks. So when one fills up the grid mark, we know we got Big Daddy.
It's 5
5
5
foot.
horizontally.
Yeah. So see right now, you look, me and Yuli, we're 10 feet apart. It shows that we're 10 feet apart.
Yeah.
So that shows that it's kind of accurate, right?
Yep.
So when it fills up like 3/4 of it, you know you've got a 4-foot fish.
I got a whale on there.
Holy man, he's good. That guy came out of nowhere. James Dean, and
That
all
guy
of a
just
sudden,
came in, no action for solid half hour, I'd say. And all of a sudden, this guy just came in and crushed it.
oh man, look at him on the screen. He's big. This is a big fish, guys. Holy sh! Yeah, he's way bigger than my last one.
He's down deep
He's
still.
bouncing.
Oh yeah, I got my drag set super tight too.
Oh man, so the
Yeah.
fish ran around my line.
Yeah. And then he's
Oh, here he is, right here. He's right here. Here we go.
All right, well, it didn't turn out to be so big.
Not so big,
That
my
thing
man.
fought like hell,
He had
dude.
some fight. Holy cow.
Awesome. I mean, honestly, I've sometimes caught more fish when I'm not paying attention.
Yeah,
as long as you
exactly.
just start jigging,
Yeah.
because you just stop, you get dialed in on.
As soon as you reach over to grab a beer.
Yeah, because you know when you don't have the sonar, because as soon as you zone out and you just start socializing, you don't. The time goes by easier, right?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Feels like a good one.
Yeah, loosen up your jag a bit there, Lee. Let him run a little bit more, Lee. Looks like a pretty good fish.
Lee, yeah, bud.
Whoa, look at all the line it's
Wow.
taking. Holy jeez. Have you seen his head come up yet?
I haven't seen
No.
anything.
He's way out there too, because he was near the
I've
bottom.
been looking. He doesn't want to come up yet.
No. Okay, just pull him.
Okay, wait, careful, careful. His head's not in. His head's
Pull him
not
up a
coming up.
hand.
He's a good size.
Just, Jim, pull him by
Okay,
hand.
okay.
Just got him up a hand there, Jim. You'll be able to feel it.
Let him down a bit, and then.
Yeah.
Boom! Yeah! Woo! Yes, buddy.
All right.
Good
We
fish.
got lines up the yin yang.
Woo! Got a bit of a tangle going there. Here, you want to take him?
Got the big sky jig.
Lee lands a fucking tank.
About time, eh?
Yes, bud.
Yeah.
See you later, buddy. Thank you. Good to meet you.
Awesome.
Yes, Lee. High five, bud. Yes.
That's how it's done.
Lee, nice fish, buddy.
Oh yeah, life just doesn't get much better, eh?
I know, right? How did that feel?
Felt good, you know. I have felt it was a lot bigger, and then when you just started running, and then all of a sudden it was over, you know. So it's almost anticlimactic when it's done. But
yeah, it was a pretty long fight. It felt like a long time.
Yeah, and you're right. You know, if you had that. Had the clicking on the drag, then I think it would have been a little better. Otherwise, I could feel it.
Yeah.
I could feel it spinning, but it's not clicking there, so it's not as
dramatic
for you guys. But for me, it's just like, come on! I hope I got enough
Yeah,
rope.
no,
on there.
I was right there. I saw that spool running out. I saw it taking a few runs.
Yeah,
and it didn't want to put its head through the hole either.
No, I think it was just kind of going flat in there, all the time there.
It was one of the hardest ones to get through the hole. I don't know if it's just a visual thing, but I feel like the orange ones are delicious.
I usually feel them with my knife, and I go down on an angle.
Yeah.
And run the knife down.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we should put the vestibule on this side here. Grab it this way here. And east that way, so we'll catch the afternoon light.
So the poles are exterior, eh?
Yeah. Well, we'll get all poles set up, and then there. Then there's this spider that goes in the middle, and.
This is going to be my first night in an Arctic oven. First night sleeping in an ice fishing shelter as well.
Yeah, that was my first night too.
Okay, let me get you. You good? You good?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Here she comes.
Only got one here.
There's only one? Okay, there's only one on the back.
There's two on the front, one on the back.
Okay, then you got it right.
You gotta be going in the wrong direction for that long.
Well, press down hard, give it a quick jolt on the back, because I only have one battery, eh?
Yeah, that ice is hard, dude. All right. Bit of an Arctic oven tent tour here. Look at that. You got some spots to hang stuff in these mesh kind of hanging bags. Lots of space. We put down a canvas tarp as a ground pad. And look at that zipper, so you can run a fuel line in. And we're running this small propane stove here. It's called a New Wave 4000. Yeah, and that laminated sheet there prevents the stove from melting down to the ice and snow, and no problem to run it on top of this ground pad. The head, is that good?
Oh yeah, everything's good. Dad said if you use bigger bait, you tend to get the bigger fish.
Right.
So I've got a weight, 2 hooks. I'm very intentionally not trying to catch lake trout, like things like using a cotton rope and a leader and not really hiding the hook too much. That'll deter a lake trout quite a bit, where burbot, when they're hungry, they don't seem to care. When you set down, you always want to make sure you get it on the bottom.
Burbot are hitting at night a lot of the time too, right?
That's right, yeah. You get a lake trout on, you have to release it, and then you just wasted a night of burbot fishing on something you can't keep.
Right.
So you want to make sure you get a burbot. You definitely want to make sure, like I always go see how the line's slack, and then what I do is I roll it up just a little bit. You still want to make sure it's slack there. Okay, you want to make sure it's in the middle, because overnight this line, it's going to freeze. This is going to freeze in, and then you can use an ice chisel around and pull it up. So now we're going to pile a bunch of snow on there and mark the hole.
Okay, well, after an awesome morning of slamming fish and having breakfast and coffees, did a little work around camp, got the Arctic oven set up with an awesome little propane stove. That was pretty cool. I've never slept in an Arctic oven before. And then the lake trout bite died a little bit, so we took a rip down the lake, and we're setting some lines for burbot. In the Yukon, with a special license, you can leave set lines overnight and you don't have to actually be close to them or man them. But the rule is they have to be checked at least every 30 hours, and you have to write the name of your license and your name and phone number on the actual set line, which we've done here. You saw Lee writing the info on a piece of flagging tape. We tied it to a stick and then shoveled a bunch of snow over the hole after baiting some cut up store-bought fish onto the hooks, and then that snow is going to insulate the hole from freezing. And what we're going to do is we're going to set a bunch of these in a long line, a couple 100 meters apart each, and then we'll see where we're getting some action tomorrow and maybe consolidate them a little. But we got work to do because we're going to set about 30 of these puppies tonight, so we better get at it. You could almost make an igloo with some of the snow out here, eh? Kind of fun, actually, kind of cool. I've never really fished this way before, so it's a new experience. And yeah, they're good eating too, so we'll be back in time to hit that evening bite window and hopefully slam some more giant lakers. Is that moose chili?
Moose chili with a bit of everything that wasn't tied down in the sink or in the fridge. And then I accidentally put a little bit too much chipotle chili pepper in there. But
nice. Okay, well, we just threw in a few more burbot lines. We didn't get even close to our 30, but you know, we aimed high and we did pretty well. Snowstorm came in, can't see back to camp at all, so we're gonna follow our trail, but it looks like we're gonna get a dumping of snow. Pretty much more or less a whiteout, but not windy. Gonna head back. We're in a bite window now for lake trout and probably gonna get some food going. So yeah, hopefully we catch some more, but tomorrow we're gonna come check these lines and see what's on the end of them. I'll eat it. got like a little town here starting,
I was
eh?
thinking it's like McGilvaryville.
We start offering trading goods.
Now look at this vegetable. Holy shit, you can store it here.
Well, Lee has done the honors of feeding us again, and this time he brought chili, homemade chili.
Homemade moose chili from moose caught in September.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good eating, and the way that we're doing it is each person's taking a turn to have their day of being the one who's cooking. So if it looks right now like it's unfair, why is Lee doing all the work with food prep?
Tomorrow I'm relaxing.
Yeah, tomorrow it'll be someone else's turn, and then someone else's turn after that.
Yeah, I don't know, I just... Huh. Does that work for you?
Glasses up on the ass. Yeah, baby.
So we are in the Arctic oven tent. We fished for quite some time after eating Lee's delicious chili, and just basically hung out and caught absolutely nothing. Marked very few fish. Last night it was dark, you know, we got here late, but again, marking not too many fish. But these guys are telling me they've actually had good luck with lake trout, like even at 10 o'clock at night, well after dark. So we're just realizing that this spot that we're on is like real good in the morning. And we were probably a little late on the evening bite because we were out setting the Burbot lines, but we realized it's not really a good night spot. So we formulated a plan that says we're actually going to go set up another pop-up ice fishing shelter, because we have another one, because, you know, you can fit a lot of stuff in Ryan's sleds and the Yukon Expedition Sleds. So we were like, let's just bring another one, and we did. So we're gonna try another spot, and if we get it, and then that'll be our night spot. So we'll have morning, we'll be here, and nights over there. So that's kind of in the plans for tomorrow. But yeah, first thing's gonna be fishing, getting breakfast, and then after the morning bite slows down, we'll go check those Burbot lines. So awesome freaking day today. Snowing hard still, dumping snow on our way back from putting in the Burbot lines, and it hasn't slowed up, so we'll see what things look like tomorrow. But we got a lot of snow coming down. Anyways, I inflated my ground pad, pulled out my sleeping bag. Loving this Arctic oven tent. This little propane stove throwing off a lot of heat too. So yeah, we're about to crash. It's probably like 11:30, and looking forward to a good night's sleep, and just absolutely crushing some whales tomorrow. Just that feeling of just seeing that huge lake trout head coming through the hole, man, it's up there. So anyways, nighty night.